Hey everyone. It was Cole here. Now I'm going by Mimosa. Mimosa Cole's a shitty name. What am I doing? I don't. I've been like set on changing my YouTube name from Cole to Mimosa Cole, but I say Mimosa Cole out loud now, and it does not sound as good as it did in my head. Mimosa Cole. I don't know. I want to change my name though. I don't know if I want to keep Coal. I don't know. Coal's fine, but like, I don't know. It just seems kind of I just don't like the name anymore. It's my Twitter account, and now I can't change my Twitter name to anything else. I don't want to be stuck with Coal. Sounds too much like Clickhole 2. I didn't even know what Clickhole was until after I was Coal. So, I don't know. I want to change it. Mimosa Cole. Who knows? Maybe I'll still make it Mimosa Cole. So I've been delivering pizzas for the last few hours, as always. And, I stumbled by another Christensen. My last name's Christensen. I saw on the receipt there's another guy with the last name Christensen. But this guy had IANSEN, which it's pretty much the same, kind of like a similar thing. Like I'm an ENSCNer, but all Christiansens are kind of the same. Any if you ever meet an IANSEN, they're typically from Denmark, and my last name's also took place like back at Denmark also. That's not a lot of ENSCNs though. I'm a very special one. But yeah, the guy was okay. He's your typical Christensen. I think we'll have to look out for each other. But yeah, Christensen. I'm a Christensen. You don't meet too many Christensens though. I can hardly think of any famous Christensens. Besides Hayden Christensen. Hayden Christensen. I think there's a Jeff Christensen who played for one of the colleges around Illinois, like Eastern Illinois or something. I saw his name was Jeff Christensen. I know a Jeff Christensen too. That's my father. So I know of two Jeff Christensens. I could say that now. But then the name Jeff is a completely different story though, because when I think of Jeff or Jeffrey, I think of the Jeffrey. Some people have their name like Geoffrey, Jeffrey. Now people pronounce it Geoffrey. I know a couple Jeffs who spell it like that, and they get kind of pissed off over it. I'd say that's fine though. I mean, you kind of learn. I think it's like the name Saul or Jesus. I'm sure they get enough Sauls and Jesuses, and people just kind of have to deal with it. My name's Cole. People always go with these Cole puns. And if you're a Cole, or if any Coles are watching this, you know how annoying these Cole puns are. Like especially coleslaw. Like people hear the name Cole and suddenly they just go immediately to coleslaw. And I also hate it when people say cold, like it's cold outside. I feel like they're calling my name or something. Or even when there's other Coles. I'm not really like that much of a talker. I was never much of a talker in high school. And whenever I'd have a Cole in class, they'd always be this like, everyone loves Cole. And I'm like the second Cole, I feel like the second Cole. That's kind of a reason why I like my friends. Because they look at me, they think I'm the first Cole, And when they hear Cole, they think of me. I appreciate that. I don't really care if you're a dick or if you're a good person, but if you think of me at that importance, if I'm the top Cole in your world, I think that's kind of special. Um, oh, fun fact: my great grandma actually married two guys with the last name Christensen, and one was Ian Sen, and the other was Sen. So two different Christensens spelled differently. So I think that makes me a double Christensen. I think that's what you call it. I don't really know. I'm sure there's some other scenarios where like a woman with the last name Christensen and then a man with the last name Christensen get together, have a kid. That person would be a double Christensen. I think you just need to have multiple Christensens in your bloodline, which is very possible. I mean, honestly, if you live in Denmark, that's probably true. Not a lot of Christensens around here, though. I don't know too many. Like, I type my name down. There's like 13 of us or something. And, I feel like even like the other Christensens, like, I don't know. They're just all so ahead of me. They're all like online and stuff. Like, I'm like the last Facebook you find out of all the Christensens. I got here back pretty fast, but I mean, I don't know. I can still talk a little bit, I guess. But yeah, after my great grandma passed away, I remember going to her funerals at her retirement home, and I remember going to her room. Like our family went to like the room she had, and we were told to take whatever we wanted, like any of these antiques or. My dad got like multiple boxes, like all these boxes. But I just chose one thing. I chose this like she had all these like all this china and these like glass birds, these fancy glass birds. Remember I got this like light blue parakeet with a white head. And sometimes I see actual parakeets with that, like that look exactly the same, that the glass parakeet was made to look like. So it's always really cool when I see these I see that same kind of parakeet that I got from my great grandma, because like it kind of makes me think of her. She died when I was 8, so I don't really remember her by too much. Like I remember going there, I remember like eating food with her and stuff. But like, it's kind of cool. You just see a certain animal, you think of a certain person that goes along with the animal. I don't know. You don't see the bird a lot either, so it's a special moment. You just think, oh, my great grandma, Like, say what you want about like pictures, like keeping memories with pictures. Like I'd rather be remembered by by an animal or something. Like if people saw like a blue jay and they're like, oh, I'm thinking of Cole right now. And it's kind of like the same, I'm thinking of Cole, like that's like the top Cole, it's another top Cole scenario where I'm thought of after looking at a bird. But then the thing above that would be to be thought of when anyone sees any bird. I think that's like the highest level of people remembering you. I'm probably next in line to get pizzas, and then one guy just left. So I'm gonna get going. I want you guys to think about that, though. You want to be the top, whatever your name is, even if you're like the top Michael, the top Jack, the top I don't know. Those are like the main names, but just find people in your life to look at you as if you're the top name to them. So it'd be really easy if you had a weird name like that son of Elon Musk or something, or even Grimes. I don't even know single Grimes. There's some like football player with the last name Grimes, but I don't know. It's kind of a gross name to have. I think of the Pokemon Grimer, and Grimer is kind of a gross Pokemon, like slime or something. But yeah, I think it's Grimes' decision, but. I'm just glad I'm not named Grimes or whatever son's named or something. But yeah, I'm going to go get whatever pizza's next. So, guess I'll see ya.